Today, we're diving into the latest chapter 267 of Jujutsu Kaisen. The chapter kicks off with a fascinating flashback that caught everyone by surprise. We see Gojo and Yuta having a conversation, but here's the twist. Gojo is in Yuta's body, and Yuta is in Gojo's. Yuta asks Gojo for Sukuna's final finger so that Rika can consume it and copy Sukuna's malevolent shrine. But Gojo, in his usual wise manner, denies Yuta's request. Gojo explains that even if Yuta could copy Sukuna's technique, it wouldn't be enough to fully analyze Sukuna's power. Yuta seems to agree, recalling how even with Inumaki's cursed speech, he needed Inumaki's help to perform it effectively. Gojo also mentions that losing their connection with Sukuna wouldn't be beneficial, leaving Yuta confused. This conversation sheds light on the dangerous and complex nature of Yuta's copying technique. It turns out that for Yuta to copy a cursed technique, Rika must consume a part of the subject's body. The effectiveness of the copied technique depends on both the quantity and the specific body parts consumed. This means that to copy a powerful technique, Yuta would need to take a significant and potentially fatal part of a sorcerer's body. Yuta also mentions an alternative. Instead of consuming a body part, he can enter into a binding vow, which limits the use of the copied technique. When Yuji suggests that Yuta could just consume one of Gojo's arms, allowing Gojo to regenerate it with his reversed curse technique, Yuta reveals that once a body part regenerates, it loses its value for his technique. Then, we dive into some strategy talk. Mei asks Yuta if he's aware of the resonance between Yuji and Sukuna that Todo mentioned. Yuta confirms he knows everything about it, and that's why they're planning to execute this plan just before the fight with Sukuna. He decides not to tell Yuji much about this resonance, fearing it could disrupt Yuji's focus before the battle. Yuta reassures Yuji, saying that even though Yuji can't use Sukuna's curse technique, his body is already etched with Sukuna's techniques. This was confirmed by Gojo using his 6 eyes. Then we snap back to the present, where the intense fight between Sukuna and Yuji is still raging on. Sukuna notices that 2 fingers are missing from Yuji's hands and quickly pieces together that Yuta didn't use Sukuna's finger to copy his cursed technique, but rather used Yuji's finger. This realization hits Sukuna hard, and he's furious, realizing it was all a bluff. Meanwhile, we catch a glimpse of Gaku and Utahime discussing Sukuna's finger. Gaku mentions that the finger, being a special cursed object, can withstand any attack, whether it's jujutsu or any physical force. However, a cursed technique could negate its power. Utahime adds that if they stop trying to destroy the finger and only allow a specific cursed technique to pass through, they might succeed. But she's also worried about something else. It hasn't even been half an hour since someone woke up. And then, boom! The most jaw-dropping moment of the chapter. Nobara Kugisaki is back. She bursts onto the scene with her trademark confidence, saying, "Let's see some smiles, boys." She uses her resonance technique on Sukuna's finger, causing Sukuna's body to start shaking. He's stunned, realizing that Nobara's technique is preventing him from using his domain expansion. Yuji catches on quickly that Nobara is back, and for the first time in a long while, we see him smile. Nobara doesn't hold back, taunting Sukuna with a, "How's that, you damn idiot?" This is classic Nobara, folks, and it's so good to see her in action again. Then, we're thrown right back into the thick of the battle. Yuji and Sukuna exchange fierce blows, each pushing their limits. Sukuna mocks Yuji, saying his domain is superficial, but Yuji fires back, pointing out that Sukuna hasn't even healed his wounds using the reversed curse technique. Yuji's determination is clear. He's ready to end this fight. The chapter ends on a cliffhanger, with Yuji delivering a powerful black flash, landing a direct hit on Sukuna, causing his eyes to roll back. What a finish. Wow, what an incredible chapter. The return of Nobara, the strategic mind games, and the intense showdown between Sukuna and Yuji. This chapter had it all. What did you guys think of this chapter? Are you excited about Nobara's return? And what do you think Yuji's next move will be? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more Jujutsu Kaisen content, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.